What up, those sports fans? Welcome to another episode of AwwDacity Sports. It's your boy J2DaR, and we are back with your favorite, and I do mean favorite. You know, I'm tired of y'all calling me and telling me how this is your favorite co-host, walking up on me in the street talking about this your favorite co-host. Anyways, y'all, welcome back, Miss NikkiC.
Hey, what up, y'all?
And we about to give you guys these hot topics, but before we start, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hell, guess what? Hit that other button right next to it. Hit that share button and share it to your friend and share it to their friend. So that way you guys can help me grow this algorithm. Appreciate you guys' help so much. Miss Nikki, what's first? Since this was such a shitty...
We ain't even 2 minutes in.
Look, man, I just finished the game, so I'm already on the attitude. I got an attitude today.
All right, so let's get into this bad week of sports.
See?
Of Michigan sports.
See?
The Lions lose on Thanksgiving again. Or was it stolen from them on Thanksgiving night? Let's add some salt to this bad week. Not only did we lose Sam Laporta to injury reserve, but now St. Brown could miss 1 or 2 weeks.
This sucks. They definitely stole one from us.
Can we talk about the touchdown? I
mean, definitely. Let's talk about the touchdown because it wasn't a touchdown. That's why I said they stole it. I mean, at the end of the day, like you can say what you want to me, but
you know,
it was stolen.
This is like every week. Detroit has to fight the players, the coaches, and the refs every week. Now that was not a touchdown because
not even close.
Not even close, and they ruled it a touchdown. We knew the fix was in.
Yeah, we definitely knew the fix was in. So that's why, you know what, I kind of, I stayed as long as I could because, again, I knew the writing was on the wall, especially when you got sorry-ass people like, I don't care how many minutes I'm in no more. Look, it's a bad sports week. YouTube, forgive me. I don't care. I do care, but I don't care. Man, listen here. Look, we lost and got swept to the Packers, which that wasn't supposed to happen. I understand they only made one real acquisition, and I don't think Michael Parsons is the end-all of end-all to the reason why they beat us twice. I mean, I'm looking at this again. My quarterback is looking like he doesn't know how to throw the ball again. And again, we with St. Brown hurt, he acts like that he doesn't have J-Mo or he doesn't have Isaac over there. Here's a problem. Isaac's a bad boy. Oh, and then to top this off, guess what? We were going to have some help come back. We were going to have Frank Ragnow, who unretired, to come back. Guess what happened? He failed the fucking physical, which means Frank Ragnow doesn't get to come back and play for us, which means his ass has to stay retired. But guess what we have in our pocket? We don't lose 2 games back to back. We don't do that. We ain't did that all season. We went on 4-game win streaks, but we ain't lost back to back. Every time we lost the game, guess what? We won the game. And that's literally how it goes. I mean, since the Chiefs game, we've lost. We beat the Bucks. Then we lost again to the Vikings. Then we beat on the Commanders. Then we lost to the Eagles. Then we beat on the Giants. And then we just lost to the Packers. Right? But you know what that means? That means the next game we're going to win. And guess who we got next game? We got them punk-ass Cowgirls. Ooh, call them on your head, boy. I seen your sorry post. Yeah, I'm calling you out. I seen your post, boy.
Cowboys on a winning streak.
Let's see if you answer that phone next week. That's all I want to know. But at the end of the day, let's look at these stats, man, because I'm truly mad at this game. I can't believe we lost another freaking Thanksgiving game. I think we're just cursed on Thanksgiving games, and it's totally ticking me off. Right, so Jared Goff finishes with 256 yards. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold on, let me find the actual stats here. I don't like this one. I don't like. Here we go. Full box score. Bam. All right, Jared Goff goes from 20 for 26, 256 yards and 2 touchdowns. Demir Gibbs, 20 carries, 68 yards, no touchdown. David Montgomery, 8 carries, 32 yards, 1 touchdown. J-Mo, 7 receptions, 144 yards, 1 touchdown. Tom Kennedy, 4 receptions, 36 yards, no touchdown. Isaac Tisler, 2 receptions, 35 yards, 1 touchdown. Jared Goff, if you watch this show, understand, Isaac's a bad boy. He don't drop the ball. He is the Cooper Cup, Puka the Cool. Trust me. Just give him the ball. I know we got some people, we trying to make sure things line up right, but trust me, if we give Isaac the ball, it's not going to hurt us. Just make sure you throw J-Mo the ball too, because he always open. But again, next game up is we got them Cowboys, and we definitely got to do something about this, because again, if we keep having this slide, we're going to slide ourselves right out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right. And as of right now, we do not own the tiebreaker against Green Bay, because so they just swept us. So they're 8-3, which means, again, the only tiebreaker we own is against Chicago, because we beat them the first game, which means we definitely got to beat them the next game too. And they 9-3. We 7-5. Minnesota's a joke. I don't know what happened. I know what happened.
It's definitely an offensive issue.
Yeah, the offensive issue is Dan Campbell took over the play calling, and I don't understand why. I understand why he did it the one time, the first game when he did it, but now you're just going overboard with it. Stop calling the damn plays, Dan Campbell. Give the play calling sheet back to the OC so he can do his job. That's what you pay him to do. You showed him how important J-Mo was. We got that. Now, let that happen. This is crazy. I'm in the middle of recording the show, and guess who calls me? The only Ohio State fan that I know. Yeah, Scott Hardy. Get off my damn line. Yeah, I'm calling you out because you're calling me. I'm busy, brother. I'm already upset. I know you want to bask in your glory Scott? Right now, but I don't give a crap.
And Mrs. Hardy.
Forget Ohio State, man. It's messing up. Anyway, Dan Campbell, give it the play calling sheet. Let my man go back to do what he was doing. Miss Nikki, what's next?
And what the fuck news? Someone told the Cowboys to wake up and win back-to-back games. So let me ask this question. Are they going to make the playoffs, and could they make a deep run in the playoffs?
Here's the thing. I truly feel like this might be fool's gold, right?
Hey, they got up for these last 2 games.
Actually, they won 3 games.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll give it to them. But let me break down their schedule real quick, so that way, I got to hear NikkiC. Right? Let's break this down, because the Dallas Cowboys are their opponents on the other side. Their non-conference opponents is the NFC North, right? They lost to the Bears. Who loses to the Bears? Okay. They lost to the Packers. Actually, they tied the Packers, but technically that's a loss, right? So that's 2 teams in the NFC North, right? And then, of course, we play them next, and then, of course, they after the rest the Vikings play. So I'm not really anticipating the Vikings to win, right? But their 2 losses to their to the NFC North.
Their conference.
No, it's their non-conference, and they lost to my conference. They lost to the NFC North. So with us coming up next, I mean, I can only see the win coming, because again, history shows 1, they lose to NFC North teams. 2, the Lions don't lose back-to-back games, and then 3, look at. Okay, I was going to say look who they beat, but then when you think about it, first off, they started off beating the Raiders. This is after losing to the Cardinals and the Broncos, and losing to the Panthers.
Those are all cupcake teams, but Go
But then they
ahead.
beat the Eagles and the Kansas City, who I think their juju is starting to run off. I think, look, Patrick Mahomes, what you to do? They were talking about on him. I'm just saying.
Oh, the movie Him.
Is that you, bro?
Hey.
Let it go. But anyway, so back to Dallas. I don't know who told these mother pluckers to win 3 games. But I'm glad they're getting out of the way so that way when they play us on December 4th at 8:15 on Prime Video, I'm gonna be watching
the Thursday night game.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be watching. Carl, I'm coming over. Have me some food, dog. Want some dip? And put your money up. Coming over. I don't want to hear no excuses because this is the only game that matters. I don't care about any other game you call or tag me on. And that's the thing, you be lying. See, because you said you don't tag me, now I got the proof because you tag me to every freaking thing. Right? So again, now we can go ahead and get it to the get down because now this is the only game that truly matters. Now I can focus. Michigan Ohio State game is over. Now I can focus. Focus all my energy on how I'm finna troll the shit out of you when we beat y'all.
Oh, Lord.
Trying to tell you, we don't lose back-to-back games. This is what we don't do. But do I think they will make a deep playoff run? I mean, look how they finished the league, right? I mean, the rest of their season. After us, there's only one game that they particularly have that's challenging, right? And that's the Chargers because they play the Vikings after us, then they play the Chargers, they play the Commanders, and then they play the Giants.
All cupcake teams.
The Giants are 2-10.
Right.
The Commanders are 3-8.
That's what I said. All cupcake teams.
Marcus Mariota, for real. So the only game I can see them losing, right? I see them losing the next 2, but they're gonna lose 2 of them. That's for sure. They're gonna lose at Detroit, and they're gonna lose to the Chargers, and I'm betting that up. But yeah, deep playoff run. Shit, they'd be lucky enough to make the playoffs, and here's why. Losing those 2 to us puts them at 5, 6, 7. Puts them at 7 losses. With 6, 7, 8, 9 wins, 9-7. The Eagles right now are 8-4. They might be on the cusp of the wild card. That sounds like a first round exit to me, like they always do. Fucking bums.
Hey,
Cowboys
don't
trash.
get eliminated.
I mean, that's what they do best. I mean, shit, these are the only cats that I know that lose on a fucking bye week. But it be what it be.
Oh my goodness.
Anywho, Miss Nikki, what's next?
So let's stay in what the fuck news. The Chicago Bears said watch us work and now are 9-3 with a recent win over the Eagles. Are they now running the NFC North? I mean, at this point, they are.
This is hard for me to say this
because
are. I know the Chicago Bear fans are gonna come down to the chat, talk shit, and I know Neville gonna be one of them.
I mean, you got to give people their props when you got to give it to them.
Here's
they
the problem.
Are running the North at this time.
Here's the problem. One, they lost to us, right? But then the rest of their schedule just seems soft until they play the Eagles. I mean, they played the Vikings, who, again, J.J. McCarthy really ain't doing nothing. They played the Giants. We beat the Giants. They played the Bengals with no Joe Burrow. They beat the Ravens with no Lamar Jackson. Then they played the Saints, the Commanders with Jaden Daniels hurt. Again, the Raiders, and then they beat the Cowboys. Come on, man. Come on. Now, the only thing I would give them credit is they beat the Eagles. That's something that we didn't do. Right? So I give them credit for that. And I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck they did it.
Well, hell, everybody beating the Eagles here lately.
I mean, not the Lions. Clearly not us.
But not the Lions.
Clearly not us, right? But again, the Chicago Bears finished with the Packers, the Browns, which we know Myles Garrett is going to be a problem for QB Zesty. Actually, they got the Packers twice. And then they got the 49ers and then finished the season with us. And what's funny is, we used to finish the season with Green Bay. But now that Aaron Rodgers is no longer there, and that used to mean that was the, that game really had playoff implications on it. And now that Aaron Rodgers is no longer in Green Bay, they said, oh, well, we're going to put Chicago there since, we ain't really think neither one of these teams are going to be doing anything. And now, again, here we go. One, this game is going to have playoff implications on it. But then two, I really didn't want to have to fight with the Bears over the freaking NFC North.
Hey, but they doing their thing, though.
Man, whatever. They getting lucky as hell right now. 9-3, we are...
3 years he done learned that playbook. Nah, that's a good job, Caleb. I'm proud of you.
Right now, Caleb has thrown 17 touchdowns for 2,722 yards. DeAndre Swift has rushed for 774 yards on 116 carries. I mean,
I gotta give it to him.
I can't believe what I'm saying, but I see the slide coming. So if they're 9-3, the Packers give them 2 L's, so that's 9, 3, 4, 5. The Browns give them another one, that's 3. That's 6. Saying they gonna lose to the 49ers.
You trying to slide them out of the playoffs.
That's 7. And then of course they lose to us. That's 8. So that puts them at 9. I say they lose the rest of these games on the rest of their schedule. Wow. I got the Chicago Bears losing the rest of their schedule. Well, I don't care what none of the Bears say. I don't care what none of the Bears fans say. You know what? That's just how I feel about it. It's my bias. It's my show.
We gonna see.
It's what I see. It's definitely what I see. Like I said, the Browns is looking good. Again, they're starting Shedeur Sanders. The defense is the number 1 defense in the league. 49ers defense still playing great. They run game still look great because, again, with Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy just came back. And again, the only question is, can they win one of the games against Green Bay? Because, again, we already beat them once. Go ahead and take all these L's and make me right, y'all. Go ahead and show me Chicago is going to be Chicago.
Now take all these L's and make me right.
I'm just saying, man, look, I know people don't like what I'm saying, but it be what it be. It's definitely going to happen that way. But before we get to the topic, before we get to that next topic, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And if you already hit that notification bell, and then you notice when we upload a show that you don't get the notifications, that just means select the button again. Unselected, it's selected again. YouTube be tripping sometimes. They be kicking brothers out of the algorithm. You know what? Maybe because I be cussing too much.
What? Yeah, look, this show you went right out the gate on.
I did come in hot.
You came in.
But listen, it's been a bad sports week, and then you got people like Scott calling me in the middle of my show. Man, you got me name dropping on the show today, boy. Woo. Anyway, Scott, call you after the show, man. Just so you know, I am talking about you. So when you watch the show, just know this is exactly what I was doing, and I wasn't ignoring your call. I was recording this show, brother. Miss Nikki, what's next?
Well, the Pistons win streak is over, thanks to Boston, who won the game by 2 points. Then followed that with back-to-back losses to Orlando and is now eliminated from Cup play. Do the Pistons need to do something drastic like make a trade? And if so, for who?
Oh,
I just think, it's like ebbs and flows. So, you're going to have a couple of bad games. They out the money game. So,
ebbs and flows?
Yeah, I mean, you had, 13?
13 straight.
Yeah, 13 straight. And, you're going to lose a few. But then you start the win streak back again. You find a way back to win. So, I'm not giving up on the Pistons.
Of course, I'm not giving up on the Pistons, but then we lose to the Orlando Magic. First and foremost,
them boys was about to wild out in Orlando. They between Cade and Devin Bain.
I mean, Losing to Boston, who only has, Jalen, a spray on Brown.
Leave Jalen alone. You know how I feel about Jalen Brown. I'm a Jalen Brown fan. Yes, he need to put the Beijing down.
I mean, ain't nobody telling him to come into the game with a whole Beijing fade. What the fuck is he doing?
Hey,
it be thick.
He be Rolodexing on
street running people's shirts up and jerseys with his hairline. His whole hairline going by the third quarter.
Hey, just cut it off. Just cut it all off. Stop faking with the with the fake hair. I mean, you young, to be losing all your hair like that, but get off of Jalen.
I mean, do I feel we need to make a move here? No, right? I don't think there's a move we need to make.
Right.
I mean, there is
just some adjustments.
There are some attempting moves to make, but I don't see it because again, what we seen in this 13 game stretch, again with all of the main starters being hurt, right? And then we had a bunch of bench players hold us down during that time. It's only fair because we're only on a 2-game win streak. We just let this be and not be over dramatic and sit up here and say, oh, we need to make a trade for somebody like Lauren Markkinen that everybody keeps talking about. Well, again, Lauren Markkinen doesn't play defense. Yeah, great. He puts up 20 points a game. Yeah, he grabs 10 points a game. But then also think about how that's going to clog the lane with J2DaR and you got Cade right here. So that would be a bad idea. People, slow down.
Yeah, don't jump out the window just yet.
Right? I mean, we're still number one in the East. We're number one in the Central. We are 15-4. Right? And we just had these 2 lucky teams just roll up on us. Again, of course, the little flippers, the Celtics, right? The Coverly people, right? They got lucky and, got it still at the last second and we wasn't able to hold it down. But okay. But the game that really ticked me off was losing to Orlando. There's no way we should have lost that game. I don't care what anybody says. There's no way. But, again, if you're seeing this trend, as Ms. Nikki said, this is a bad sports week.
For Michigan sports.
Pistons lost twice. Lions lose on Thanksgiving. Can it get any worse on this bad sports week? I'm almost willing to bet that it's going to get a little bit worse on this show, y'all.
Well, don't put it out in the atmosphere, No,
that was just this week. I'm just saying. That was just a bad.
These things happen. They just self-correct. That's all.
I said, little course correction, and we gonna be Gucci.
They just self-correct.
But again, we play the Heat on the 29th, which is on Saturday. So again, hopefully we
bounce back. Yeah, let's do that.
Right? Game's at 8:00, so we'll see what happens. Miss Nikki, what's next?
Well, let's stay in the NBA, and the Toronto Raptors are on an 8 or 9 game win streak. Boys balling.
This is the team I applaud, right? I applaud this, this Raptors team because they are doing something that's different, right? And the reason why I'm applauding this Raptors team is, again, because BI3. That's what they call him, BI3. Instead of BIG, get it? Be Brandon Ingram, jersey number, right? He's really showing he's still that dude once he got away from Zion.
Yep, he got from under Zion.
He got out of the Pelicans roster and said, you know what? I'm still that dude and watch me work. And I'd be damned if he hasn't been putting in the work.
Yes, he has.
Right? Him and Scotty Barnes together is looking like a team that, again, if whoever runs up on them on the West, whether it be the OKC, the Denver Nuggets, whoever you want to put up there,
they ain't nothing to play with.
They're going to give you some problems, right? And that's the same thing with the Detroit Pistons, right? Don't get these records twisted, right? Again, I'm telling you, the record doesn't reflect the play. And these two teams are playing like they got everything to gain and everything to lose. Straight up. So, I mean, again, Scottie Barnes shooting 50% from the field is crazy. Emmanuel Quickley averaging 6.1 assists, and Brandon Ingram is averaging 21.8 points per game.
Brandon playing like he happy as hell.
That's a man that's super happy to be away from.
So I said Brandon playing like he happy as hell.
What'd you say? From Gumbo and Poussey?
No, beignets and Poussey's. Yes, he's playing basketball again.
He's happy to be away from that dude.
Mm-hmm.
So he's enjoying, again, scenery changes do a lot for people.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who their coach is, but whoever this coach is that's coaching Toronto, I mean, you guys keep it up. Just don't do too good, so that way we end up having to deal with y'all and hurt y'all feelings. Because our Bad Sports Week is about to end. That's ending soon, people.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Miss Nikki, what's next?
Now let's give a big shout out to the men's Michigan basketball team who won the 2025 Players Era Festival Championship by putting the beat down on Gonzaga 101-61. Is this a good sign with the March Madness coming fast?
Absolutely, right? To the simple fact that when we all know how Gonzaga wins these titles, wins the March Madness, right? And to see them they get a bunch of blue chippers, to see them get blown out 101-64, the 61 shows a lot. And then on top of that, they just beat number 21 Auburn 102-72 behind that, and knocked out San Diego State. So those are three teams that are always have been in the tournament. And then of course we just seen Oakland in the tournament last season, and we beat them 121-78.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I think that this is going to turn some things around for Michigan?
Yeah, they can definitely be in them brackets.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. We are 7-0, right? So we are number 1 in the Big Ten, right? Our schedule is looking like we can do some things, right? We got Rutgers, Villanova, Maryland, and LaSalle coming up the next couple of games. McNeese State, UNC, Penn State, and then again we run through the Big Ten gauntlet as when that starts. So at the McNeese State, everything is a Big Ten game, right? So where everything matters. So I'm good with that. But what it does show is that we can play some good teams out of conference, and no matter what happens, these young men are ready to ball, right? So salute to them and what they did. Now, here's what they want. Let's talk about what they won, right? Because again, this is the only thing that was good in the Good Sports Week, guys, was these young Michigan Wolverine men winning this 2025 Players Era Festival. So what they won was $1 million in NIL compensation.
Oh, and they split that?
Somehow, yeah, or $1 million a piece. I don't know. It just says $1 million in NIL compensation. Runner up gets $500,000. Third place gets $300,000. Fourth place gets $200,000. Each team receives over $1 million in NIL compensation on average. This tournament is designed to maximize NIL opportunities for participating teams. So again, we already know Michigan already has a good, is one of the teams that have that.
Yeah, they had that top tier NIL.
We definitely had those top tier NIL deals and players coming through, right? So now we're starting to see it translate to, in our sports side, right? And either way, this is how it's supposed to be, right? I truly believe that players should have been, again, getting paid to do exactly what they're going to do at the next level, because what's the difference? Don't tell me, because we're paying to give them an education. No, you're not, because everybody's not on a scholarship. So that doesn't go for everybody. But you pay these coaches out the buttload, and then you fire them, and then you go get a job somewhere else, making more money, and then get fired again, and then get a job somewhere else. You know who finna do that? Lane Kiffin. This is crazy. This just doesn't make any sense. But at the end of the day, right? Again, these young men showed out. Deep March run, absolutely, right? This could be, again, this could be us going to the Final Four, right? Again, depending on how we play in the Big Ten standing. But I'm not really worried about none of these guys in the Big Ten because the way we putting up points.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. We just, if they're not injury prone either,
very fact, but
they got to stay healthy.
Well, let's see what are we looking like as far as the roster. I mean, I don't see anybody injured right now, so we're looking pretty good. Dusty, keep it up, man. And I love how you didn't, you went around. You got players from all over, right? You got some Florida players, you got some New York players, you got some Chicago cats. I mean, hey, the only person that's homegrown is my man Trey McKinney. What up, Trey? Right out of Flint Town. Right? But March Madness Final Four, book it, and then we'll talk about that later if we win it all, depending on what we look like. Because for some strange reason, I don't know why, Gonzaga, Duke is looking really good, which could be a problem. Syracuse can come out of nowhere and be a problem. So let's put them at the Final Four, and then let's leave our prediction once we find out. Well, once they make it to the Final Four.
All right, so we're gonna mark this down on AwwDacity Sports that the men's Michigan Wolverines basketball team will be
in the Final Four.
Final Four participant. Okay, I'm gonna mark that down. All right, so moving on in NHL news, and yes, AwwDacity Sports, we do watch hockey. Well, at least J2DaR does. And your Detroit Red Wings lose a 6-3 to the Tampa Bay Lightning.
You're killing me, Smalls.
And now, are they on a 3-game losing streak? Are you worried?
Yes. I am just a tad bit worried, but not enough to run out of the vehicle. And here's why. We've already had a 3-game losing streak, and we were able to bounce back, right? So I'm not ready to go complete fire sale and say, okay, and completely tank the season. I'm not there yet. Nowhere near there yet. Again, the team has been doing pretty good. It's just crazy that these last 2 games, man, we gave up 6 goals each game. Every game, the last 3 games we lost, we've only put up 3 goals. What's going on, guys? When we win, we're doing over 4. So, I mean, there are many games when we've put up over 4. So I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not giving up on the team. I just need to know, hey, what y'all got going on? Are we injured? No, we're not injured. Do we need to make any transactions? Hell no. Leave the team alone. I don't want nobody online in the comments telling me something we need to make a trade. No, we don't. This is one of those times when we tell y'all, and I want y'all to understand this when I say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Stop touching shit. Right? We 13-11. Yeah, we're 5th in the Atlantic, but that's okay. It's still short in the season. Look, Dylan Larkin is leading our team in goals and in points. Lucas Raymond has 19, leading the team in assists with 19. And of course, the captain is leading again in plus minus with 8. Alex Bertacat is 2nd in goals. Lucas Raymond is 3rd. 3 bad games, we'll climb out of this one, no problem. I got total faith in this. This is just a setback. We'll see you guys in the playoffs. And you know what, Tampa Bay? We coming to get that W back. Yeah, I messed up my night. I couldn't play none of my songs. This was the only night I thought I was going to get to play one of my songs because the Pistons lost this night. And I want y'all to know, my man G Mac Cash got a song for every one of my teams. So every time we win, I'm playing the fucking song. Whether you like it or not. Y'all just got spared this week because we had a bad sports week. So I ain't got no song to play. I know y'all disappointed. I know y'all mad. I want to play the song too. Y'all like the song? I like the song.
I wanted to play the song.
Y'all like the song. It's a dope song. What we waiting on, right? So again, this next week we gonna have some songs to play, y'all. Guaranteed we finna play some songs. Matter of fact, I'm playing some back to back. As a matter of fact, I know what song I'm gonna play, especially when we play the Cowboys. I'm gonna hook up the Carl TV Bluetooth, and then I'm gonna turn the speakers up all the way and play the Lions one again, throw the W's up, and then walk out his crib with a plate. Yeah, cuz that's how I feel about you. That's what's going down. But anyway, setbacks all this week. Joe Burrow, you ever speak up on my team again, you the reason why we were jinxed this week. Hope you stub your big toe again and you out for the rest of the season, motherfucker. What's next?
All right. Everyone has been talking about it, so let's get down to the real deal. But first, Saginaw people, I need y'all to come down to the front.
Oh, shit.
Saginaw people. I'm calling the specific city out. Saginaw people, y'all need to come down to the front because we got a situation between the city greats, Kenyon Martin and Draymond Green. Kenyon is saying that Dre pick and choose who to bully in the game, and he ain't no real enforcer. Dre responded with I got more rings than you, and your career was basic. So now that I got y'all attention, now we know J2DaR, you're from the same city, so I want to get your thoughts on this altercation.
First and foremost, this was supposed to stay internal. And what I mean by internal, not team internal. No. This is supposed to stay city internal. Right? But then this is the difference between, right, and everybody, I see people posting, oh, these old heads, they don't know, these old heads. No. It's bigger than that. All right, because these are two men that come from a very, very small city. Right? We small, right? Nobody, when people ask us where we from, 9 times out of 10, we say Detroit because people don't know where the fuck Saginaw is. That's how internal this shit was supposed to stay. But here's the problem. Kenyon said some things that was right. Now, as a Saginaw native, a lot of us have this thing in us, and regardless of, I know a lot of y'all gonna put in the comments, no, we ain't like that. But this is the truth. A lot of the dudes in Saginaw, right? We are quick-tempered. We are fiery, right? And we hear one thing, and we also heard something else at the same time. And it's the simple fact that we feel like we pride ourselves in having hands, right? We ain't gonna let nobody talk about us not having hands. So in this case, Draymond was being a little sensitive. So this is why I side with Kenyon, because again, when you look at the league we're in, what he was saying was we don't have, right, true power forwards or centers or big men now. Again, this is a league where you can't touch nobody, right? You have everybody's flopping nowadays, right? This is the league where the league is you're shooting 25, 33s a game, right? That type of league. That's what Kenyon Martin was saying. I had to break this down for y'all, right? Because this is a Saginaw brother talking.
You know, that's why I said that's y'all city politics. Go ahead.
Now, on the other hand, right, mind you, Kenyon Martin come from an era where we ain't shooting 25, 33s a game. You got to get it in this paint, right? You got to get it in this paint so much where it's either going to shit or get off the pot, basically. And with him being the first round pick, this man did what he needed to do. Do I think he was very much underrated? Absolutely. Do I think he should be in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely. Just like the rest of my Saginaw legends, right? I feel like they're all legends. And that's how we feel about our people. Donovan Ham, Jason Richardson, Serena Williams. Legends. Right? But now let's flip this stat real quick. Draymond Green, also from the city. Bro, what are you doing? We know today's era, like I said, is soft. So you playing in a role where that's kind of what Golden State needs you to do. So if we reverse this and let's put Steph and Clay in on the same team with Kenyon, does Kenyon Martin get 4 championships?
Absolutely.
If you move Dre to the older era, does Dre win any championships?
He does not.
So your 9-time all defensive player, your 2016, 2017 defensive player of the year, I mean, it's sketchy. Again, we're not talking about, now we got to talk about your career because again, you made it about his career. And we don't want to do that. We want to keep this an internal. And to the point where hell, Miss Nikki was asking, can we get the fight at the Civic Center?
I'm trying to tell you, if they really wanted to put hands on each other, let's make some money off of this thing.
I think we can give me some sugar to cater.
I'm trying to tell you.
I truly think we can give me some sugar to cater. I mean, shoot, she cater everything else.
We can make some money off of this. But, it's just a thought. But still, it's city politics.
And it shouldn't have happened. Right? This was Draymond being in his feelings, right? And unfortunately, I gotta call it how I see it, right? Again, as a true Saginaw dude, right? I get it. I don't want nobody talking about my hands either because I feel like my hands are splendid. I mean, even though I ain't had to throw them in a long time, but it is what it is. My hands are one of a kind. Right? But that's what we pride ourselves on as a man being from Saginaw, Michigan. But you got to understand what was happening, my bro. You just took it offensive the wrong way. So now we got, the whole sports media down to YouTube talking about YouTube. And Kenya, let me tell you something, bro. Stop letting Swaggy P goat you. I mean, he's sitting up there talking about Draymond, this guy shit. He was sitting up there on Gil's Arenas wearing a Jason Richardson jersey. He ain't want to admit it, but I'm going to call it out, because I understand what was happening. So yeah, Draymond, quote unquote, my opinion, man, because he got you a ring, but at the end of the day, you really wasn't supporting him. You supporting another Saginaw great. We appreciate you. Great, thank you. But you had on a Jay Richardson jersey, bro. So you can't sit there and say that you're making an argument for Draymond wearing a Jason Richardson jersey. Same number, I get it. Same team, I get it. But the name on the back says something different. I don't know. I don't like this. I feel like this should have never happened. It was just a honest conversation about enforcers that really don't exist in the NBA anymore. Right? What we got is a bunch of, again, cupcakes. Look at who Draymond had to play. Chris Webber, Kevin Garnett. Paul Pierce. Like, it is crazy the number of people like this dude really had to go through. Rasheed Wallace.
You talking about Kenyon Martin?
Yeah, Rasheed Wallace. Right? Trying to think of my boy from Portland back in the day with the dreads. Another baller. I didn't think about some. I mean, if you go back 3 years before Kenyon got there, man, some of those power forwards in the league still was in the league when he got there, which means they were either still part of their prime or on their way down, but they still were effective. Ain't that many true big men in the league right now. So who are you enforcing on? Little dudes? Ain't no Charles Oakley's in the league.
Rudy Gobert, he chokes the shit out of him.
Come on, man, he French. He French.
He tried to get in with Beyonce face. Talking about,
and that's all 7 foot of length. You ain't doing nothing with that,
right?
Right. Again, Charles Oakley would have walked up on Wemby and it would have just been over. If it would have had to walk down to it, you know what I mean? Ben Lambeer would have walked up, it would have been over. Do I think he picking and choosing?
I say yes.
I think he is too, because it only seems like he's swelling up on little dudes or Rudy Gobert.
He choked that nigga once a year.
Captain COVID. Right? Once a year he chokes out Rudy. And Rudy, when you gonna fight back? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you, Rudy, when are you actually gonna fight back, bro?
Y'all better stop fighting back with Draymond.
Like Kenyon said, man, nobody swole up on him and swung back at him. And I agree. Back in the day, when Charles swung at somebody, they swung back. When somebody took a swung at them Davis twins, you had to fight both of them.
Well, yeah, you got to
fight both of them. Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest.
Oh, yeah, you got to fight them boys.
These are the people that Kenyon Martin had to deal with. I'm waiting to hear that list of the greats.
What Kenyon went over, I know I have watched it on.
His list is long.
His list is long, and he had them all start the ones that he had to play against.
And I'm naming some of them already.
Mm-hmm.
But the list for Kenyon is going to be so much greater than it is for Draymond because, again, those players really don't exist no more in the league. Now, again, I'm going to give him some credit because, again, this is the one time I'm going to use your phrase when you build them down, you got to...
Yeah, when you got to build them up before you tear them down.
Well, I already built them down, so I guess I did it I guess I'm doing
this. You did it in reverse.
Now, when it comes to Draymond Green, I truly feel like my dog is kind of overshadowed because his offense is kind of... people don't pay attention to
his offense sucks.
Because it did. But his first couple of years into the league, his offense was great. He was shooting threes. He was making them at a high clip. Go back and look at the stats. And then the 1 year when he had a completely off year, Oh man, the next year the dude just almost forgot to shoot the ball. I mean, again, he is the king of the triple single.
It is what it is. It is the truth. Triple single.
Nobody has that but you, bro. So I'm looking at this from not just a fan of sports, right, but from a brother from being from the city. Y'all two need to actually sit down and hash this out, right? Like Ken said, like, look, let's sit down. You like wine? You said you like wine?
Yeah, he said he willing to have a talk with you.
Let's sit down and have a talk, so that way you can understand, man to man, brother to brother, that this was not a shot at you, Dre. I'm from the city, man, and I heard everything he said. And what he was saying was, again, he was basically talking about the NBA and how there is no such thing as real enforcers anymore because there's no real need for it. You doing it is just because that's
you
what
want to do the shit.
No, that's what your team needs. That's what his team needs.
Well, I just want to know if he gonna be what his team needs now that Step is out.
I mean, he sit up there and talked that smack.
You talk that shit. Now you got to step the fuck up. Now
you talked all that crap about
all that shit. Now you got to step up.
Again, now let's see if you can carry your team. Yeah, even though you got Jimmy Butler over there, yeah, you got old Uncle Al over there.
Beefing with Jimmy.
Can you still carry this team to wins while Steph is going to be out? Because Clay's not there anymore. And now I'm thinking about it. Damn. Not only do you just punch, you do really just punch on little dudes. I mean, the way you punched on Jordan Poole, and I'm pretty sure Jordan Poole want that back.
That's all right. He got $130 million. He said you can punch me in the face all you want to for $130 million.
Anyway, look, y'all need to squash this, have this conversation, do it somewhere that's not in the city. Please don't, because again, we all looking in the city because somebody gonna record it or do something stupid. So have this in a place where you two can have a conversation as man and over some wine and a cigar. Make that happen.
Yeah, face to face, not this, StreamYard
not
shit.
This StreamYard,
because somebody can get mad and hang up. We don't want that bitch made shit. We want, I'm not a man, so I don't know, but just mano y mano shit, and y'all talk about it. But
as a man from Saginaw, for those who didn't understand the conversation, that's what that was about. Just helped y'all understand it. All right. So, what else? That's it? Mm-hmm. All right, awesome. So again, this has been a great show. This is your boy J2DaR signing off for AwwDacity Sports, and we're here with Miss NikkiC.
What up, y'all?
And we'll catch y'all at the next episode.
Peace.